So, another primetime football game. And again, I'm left nothing short of speechless. Hi, I'm RJ Game News USA. And tonight we're going to talk about the Vikings-Bears game that I just watched. If you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's jump right into it. So the Bears were kicking the Vikings' ass. Flatly. Just flatly. Caleb Williams was looking great. The Bears' defense was looking great. JJ McCarthy looked like a guy making his first start where the lights were a bit too bright, and he looked downright fucking awful. To the point where I had friends messaging me and saying, put Carson Wentz in the game. Obviously, you can't do that. You can't give up on McCarthy. And you know something? McCarthy actually showed a ton of guts, a ton of moxie to throw 2 touchdown passes after the pick six and then run a touchdown in. We saw the potential of J.J. McCarthy before our very eyes in a single game where at the beginning he sucked ass and then he turned it around towards the end. We saw J.J. living up to his potential. And it's crazy because Caleb Williams had the opposite. He started off the night great, showing his true potential, and then he shit the bed towards the end. The Bears defense in particular really shit the bed, and the Vikings walk away with a road divisional win, which is huge in week 1 of the season. So what does this mean? Well, McCarthy became the first quarterback in Vikings history since Fran Tarkenton back in 1961, like the Vikings' inaugural season when Fran Tarkenton was a rookie, to debut with multiple touchdown passes as a quarterback for the Vikings. That's a good sign. If you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, you should be absolutely ecstatic. Obviously, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, you're going to be really fucking pissed. In fact, the fans did boo the shit out of them once the game was over. So, where do we go from here? Well, the 2 teams in the NFC North I picked to make the playoffs, the Lions and the Bears, lost to 2 NFC North teams I picked to not make the playoffs, Packers and Vikings. But let's not overreact to week 1. We know that the most overreactions we're ever going to see all year is what happens in week 1. It's a long season. It's 18 weeks long. We got to see what happens. We got to figure out the body of work for McCarthy, the body of the work for the Vikings, the body of work for the Bears, and what Caleb Williams puts out. It's a long season. Don't take too much stock into it either way. However, it has to be said, the Bears did indeed collapse. Anytime you have a double-digit lead and lose, that's a collapse, no matter how you slice it. Anytime you have a rookie quarterback on the ropes, well, he's not really a rookie. He sort of is. He was hurt last year. This was his first start. Anytime you have a rookie quarterback on the ropes and you allow him to come back and beat your ass, that is not good. At home, that is not a good look at all. And I understand where the Bears fans' frustrations are. You've surrounded the Bears with talented players. You drafted an all-time generational talent in Caleb Williams. You brought in a coach in Ben Johnson who's an offensive genius. You brought in great receivers from the draft like Roma Dumze or Luther Burden. You brought in a veteran receiver like DJ Moore. You brought in offensive linemen. You revamped the defense, and it was looking great early on. But to not walk away with a victory is just very disheartening for the Bears. And as for the Vikings, it was looking like, goddamn, why did we get rid of Sam Darnold? He won us 14 games last year. Well, guess what? Sometimes you got to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. The ceiling for J.J. McCarthy will be higher than what Sam Darnold could ever provide. And it is just a fact. Kevin McConnell is a smart man. They win close games. They were 9-1 in close games last year. They won another one tonight. Again, just like with the Chiefs, I think that'll flip the other way. The Vikings will start losing more close games. But tonight, they won a close game. And they made a comeback. And they showed a lot of heart on the road. And they do deserve props. They do deserve credit. I still don't think they're making the playoffs. I still think there'll be some growing pains with JJ. But JJ, I think, will end up being a good quarterback. Only time will tell. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Comment down below what you thought about the game, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm out. Have a good one.